That would be them.
The Blues Brothers.
That would be them for sure.
I mean, they look like them. So
And
it's just like
them.
a Halloween.
That is them. They're just telling you what their pastime was.
Elwood is a little skinnier.
I can't believe we're debating or talking about how somebody doesn't know what the Blues Brothers is.
Ernest.
I did have a moment on Call of Duty streaming where somebody said they didn't know what Tommy Boy was. So I said, hey, you have to go and pop it in and watch it this weekend. It's so worth it. And he said, who pops it in? I'm going to stream it. What are you talking about? I was like, what? Is that not a term anymore? They're like, no,
Ernest.
what am I don't have a player. Like, what?
Ernest, the reason I haven't seen the Blues Brothers because it was 21 years before I was born. Okay.
It's still a classic though.
Which makes it like
while before I was
25
born.
years.
Yeah,
Dude,
like I wasn't born when the Beatles were
1980s,
popular, but I
Davis.
still listen to the Beatles.
Like
bro.
every now and then I do a Stand By Your Man moment.
Hey, I got one for y'all even. Who hasn't seen Porky's?
Oh, who hasn't seen Porky's?
Yeah,
Porky's a classic.
Graham definitely hasn't.
Graham is definitely about to Google it right now.
Googling it right now.
He's Googling it right now. That's definitely a movie you guys need to
Dude,
watch, but
I
with
had
your
to-
friends, not your
I had
significant
to tell
others.
Graham what Insane Clown Posse was, and it was like one of the most fun, but like painful moments of my life because I'm like, holy shit, I am old.
On that note, welcome to episode 63, season 2, episode 8 overall. I am your host, Ernest Silva, at the Sport Genius, where you can find me, your favorite host in that regard. Thank you to everybody following us on Facebook Live, Twitter Live, YouTube Live. We are live, and we are going to be coming at you. It's our spooktacular trivia episode. As you can see, everybody has some sort of costume on. You have Dak Prescott-Cotterell and you have the Blues Brothers looking at you. I'll let them all introduce their costumes in just a second, but we have a special guest here, 2 special guests here with us tonight, and we'll introduce them in just a moment. But of course, this episode is being featured on an up-and-coming blue-collar media group production. And of course, you should take a look at their website today, www.bluecollarmg.com, where you can see your favorite sports teams and articles. Davis, tell the people how many views you had during your last article.
I think it's currently at like 1,700.
1,700 views for the up-and-coming college football writer. Big 12 edition.
I
Go
made
check
Davis
it out.
famous.
BlueCollarMG.com. And of course, this episode is brought to you by Thrive Fantasy, www.thrivefantasy.com, where you can place your favorite sports prop bets. That's Kenny's favorite site this year is thrivefantasy.com. All right, announcer, go ahead and bring us in so we can introduce and get everybody's night started off right. From Bali, Indonesia, commissioner of the ITL Dynasty League, wrestling expert and beverage connoisseur, he has his own custom introduction. Twitter handle at Dre2124. Dre Rogers will be joining us shortly. As always, he comes strolling through the park. From Pittsburgh, co-host of the Puckleheads podcast and co-founder of the Blue Collar Media Group, Twitter handle at Steel Curtain PEH, the man with the most interesting name in the world, Just Paul.
We're on a mission from God tonight, fellas.
From Pittsburgh as well, another co-host of the Puckleheads podcast at Hearts on Hockey, Just Luke.
Yeah, we're just about 60 miles away from Pittsburgh. We got a half a pack of cigs, a half a pack of Busch Light, and we have sunglasses on, and it's dark as fuck. Let's hit it.
Let's hit it.
Blues Brothers has joined this spectacular episode. We're excited to have you guys on. From Wagner, co-captain of the BCMG stream team and college football expert at DDog_1123, Davis Cordova.
What's up, guys? Wearing my Thunder jersey and hoping that they would pick out a coach soon. So hopefully they'll say something soon before the draft starts, but they're probably not.
Easily the scariest costume here.
Right, you are. From Guilford, the analytical mind from the ESPN Sports Analytics Conference at Asian Tatum, Chris Remick.
What's going on, guys? Excited to make some fantasy picks. Currently 5-2 right now, so I'm sitting pretty.
Easily, Chris has the best costume here. From Regina, co-host of the Frostbite Sports podcast at Frostbite Pod, Jet Folk.
Hey boys, I unfortunately ran out of makeup, so I couldn't go with goth. Gonna have to accept that it's just emo jet tonight. Life is pain. Let's go.
From Regina as well, your current NFL Pick'em champion, trying to keep his title, running away like the 73-9 Warriors. The man that has the basketball podcast, but leading the football mind at Shooters Shoot, Kenny Cotterell.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. Dak Prescott or Dak Prescott, whichever one you prefer. Graham, I hope you got your notebook ready, buddy.
Hey, how's your ankle?
Too soon, Davis. Too soon for
Wow.
that.
You can see the crutches in the background. That's
Oh my god. The show is fucked.
From Boston, the host of Slightly Biased and co-founder of the Blue Collar Media Group, your season 2 co-host for Into the Lab. You voted and named him your general, Los Angeles Browns' favorite son, Twitter handle @Reisner_Steven, the longest introduction in podcast history, the general, Steve Reisner.
What's going on, everybody? I tried to get a costume in time for tonight, and Amazon sucks. It's not 2-day delivery anymore, just so you guys know that. But I figured, why do I need a costume? My house is haunted anyway. So I got the ghost of Boston sports past here with me. And this guy is he's really pissed off. He hates John Henry, really. He's been drinking out of this mug all day. Whatever you do, don't ask him what's in the cup.
Isn't that just Tom Brady and Kevin Garnett?
No. I like Kevin Garnett.
Oh, okay.
Well, those are your network champions, ITL sports scientists, and we have a 2-round episode and some quick updates before that in the Read All About It section. But you may be noticing there's 2 people who haven't talked yet. Those are our special guests today. So who do we have with us from Austin, living in San Antonio? Great friend of the show, our first lapser contestant, Del Powell.
What's up, guys? I'm dressed in the eye strike bowling. It's all about the bowling ball, baby. And I treat my enemies like I treat my bowling ball. I finger them, throw them in the gutter, and have them come back for more.
Fucking love this guy.
We are officially calling him the bowler. The bowler joining into the lab today on our special spectacular podcast. Our guest podcast, though, part of the BCMG family, the Intangible Podcast's very own @GrahamSimpson_. Graham Simpson.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Not too excited to trivia though. I've already had a history lesson, learning a lot. Very informative so far, and ready to get started.
It's just getting started, kid.
Graham has learned that there are movies called Tommy Boy, Blues Brothers, and Porky's that are classics in American history. And
dude, in the past week, I've enlightened you on the Blues Brothers and Insane Clown Posse. I am just an excellent role model.
I am shocked right now, and it looks like we have a late arrival coming in right in time is Andrew. So Andrew will be joining us. Our podcast continues to grow. Well, let's talk about our first and second round today. So our first round is going to be our trivia, which is what everybody's featured segment is all about. Davis Cordova representing ITL going up against Graham and the bowler Del Powell. So we'll be having that first off after our quick updates, and then we'll do our famous NFL pick'em, and we'll jump right into that and do our primetime picks and fire round picks right back to back. Should be a quick episode. All right, so let's cut right to round 1 and hear the bell. That's the bell. And we'll start off round 1 with some quick updates. Real quick, read all about it. Let's start off with the BCMG stream team. We got win number 42. Yes, we did. Streaming live. Davis Cordova racking up those wins as well. We'll be going live again in this upcoming week. We expect to get more and more wins. Go check out Call of Duty Warzone. The Halloween editions at night. It's freaky. It's scary. Trust me, we have yelled plenty of times. Those things are super scary. I don't know what they did. Twitch.tv/the Sport Gene. Twitch.tv/DDog_1123. Davis, did I do that right? That's it. All right. So go find us. You'll find Davis is a tad more active. He does not have a newborn at home.
Might as well just go find Davis's video channel on www.bluecollarmg.com. And
There you
that'll just
go.
make it easier for everybody, really.
That's easy for you. You find all of our channels and all of our podcasts
Yeah, you can
on
find
there on
anything there. And
www.bluecollarmg.com.
it's a really advanced site. You should check it out sometime.
Thanks, Steve, for that plug. Let's talk NBA. Daryl Morey heads to Philly, going 5-year deal, signs a similar 5-year deal that Doc Rivers signed. Graham, you're the Sixers expert around here. How do you feel?
I'm now undepressed. It's first time in about 4 months. But yeah, I'm super excited. Just we need Elton Brand to go, and it'll just be the best day of my life. But yeah, it's going to be interesting because we still have a lot of pieces to move with the roster, especially Al Horford's contract and Tobias Harris, if possible. Probably not going to be possible, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the season.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. But I wouldn't put it past Daryl. He's a gem, bro. He gets those contracts out. I'll go to the non-biased people on the call. They're very mixed about Daryl Morey. He didn't bring a championship to Houston, but he did do a lot of pieces and made headlines because he liked to move things like it was 2K. So guys, is this a good move for Philadelphia or not?
Yes,
I'd say it is. Is it still part of the process though, or?
Yes.
That's what I'm wondering.
So
Philly's still on the process?
We're currently processing.
As
we speak, we're processing.
It's been like 6 years.
You're still trusting it, right?
Always.
The internet cut out for a couple of years there, but there's
yeah, they don't have 5G in Philly yet either.
They don't have fiber yet there.
Yeah, Ernest, I wouldn't be surprised if Daryl Morey started to get on the phone with the Knicks. The Knicks are taking salary cap.
I don't want anybody from the Knicks, so I don't know why we do that.
Draft picks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So.
spin him for
I
Westbrook.
don't think they want to give up draft picks. I think if anything, you could maybe move Horford and get like Randall back or something. But
Buddy Hield.
yeah, but
Buddy
Buddy
Hield's
Hield's another one because Sacramento is interested in Al Horford, and if there is one guy that could get someone to take on like a $28 million contract for a 12-7 guy, it's probably Daryl Morey. So.
I decided to look up Graham's analysis on Buddy Hield just a moment ago. It was about 7 o'clock when he first said that, so I had some time. Most transactions with the Sacramento Kings, Daryl Morey from the Houston Rockets, 16 transactions since he was the GM. So I think he's on to something.
I keep
Wait,
reminding
he didn't win a
Sacramento.
championship working with the Kings?
No, he didn't. I'm surprised.
How shocking.
Iman Shumpert didn't work out.
Jimmer Fredette, baby.
I keep reminding the Kings on Twitter that Al Horford is a top 5 center when healthy.
Oh my god!
I keep tweeting at him. I've done it at least.
I can't get over the Blues Brothers just being still. I'm sorry, guys. I just keep looking at them, and it's I can't get over it.
They're on a mission from God.
They don't like the Daryl Morey to Philly. I'm getting head shakes no, so they're not about it. So. Andrew, I was introducing you before you got on, but everybody, Andrew is on the line with us. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. A little bit of a late addition. Thanks for adding me into the group so fast, hey?
Hey, no problem at all, man. No problem at all. Let's talk
I'm
bigger
having
news.
a tough time. I'm having a real tough time lately.
Host, we
Yes.
play the country and the Western.
Oh man, let me make the first move. All right, Steven Silas going to Houston as head coach. Biggest news of the day right there. And Jeff Hornacek and Nate McMillan, former head coaches, both looking to be adding defensive minds to his bench. Do you guys love the move for Houston, or is it an M move? Doesn't matter.
Oh, you guys are going to play defense in Houston now?
That's what they say.
Wow.
That's what they say.
Better get a center.
I love that.
Better re-sign PJ Tucker again.
I mean, you're looking at a guy that's learned under Don Nelson,
go
Rick
trade and get
Carlisle.
Clint Capella back, I guess.
Yeah, sure. Steve, what'd you say, Kenny?
I mean, you're getting a guy that learned under Don Nelson and Rick Carlisle, 2 legends as far as coaches go, plus his own father. I think overall, it's a great move by you. And the fact that you got Hornacek and McMillan to help him out as well, I think that's a great decision by Houston.
I agree. Deep bench there, and it looks like a couple other names. Gary Payton is one, and Ray Alston as another. Says they want to fill out different coordinator roles for the Houston Rockets. So more to come there with them. Go ahead.
I think it's a good hire just because Silas has worked with guys like Kimba, Steph, and Luka. 3 guards that are like pretty much almost the same exact, like, I don't know, not exact, but like Russell Wilson and Harden. I mean, you got two guards that are just like them. So.
Russell Wilson plays basketball now.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Okay,
Westbrook.
I know. Hey,
I don't know how he bounced back from the season so fast to be putting up MVP
Yeah,
type numbers in the NFL, bro.
He's MVP front runner, and he just finished playing in the NBA bubble. That's crazy.
I know I'm
Discouraged
new
after
on
3
this, but
picks.
even I know that Wilson don't play basketball.
I like this guy.
Yeah, the bowler.
Yeah, the bowler. Have I mentioned I like the bowler?
Does Russell Westbrook stay in Houston? Are we more sold today with the hire that Russell Westbrook stays in Houston than yesterday?
I think he should stay in Houston. I think he should stay. I mean, honestly, my personal opinion, I think he should stay. I think the coaches will actually help him, smooth out some of his issues.
Welcome, Dre.
I completely agree with that. Dale, you
Some
got interrupted there
Indonesian
by
ambiance to set the tone.
Dre. You can see the stroll in the park walks to our favorite restaurant. Dre Rogers has joined ITL for the spectacular event. Of course, everybody knows it's October 29th over there. So Dre's in the future just a bit. Let's move on to some MLB news. The Tampa Bay Rays manager pulls Blake Snell and loses Game 6 of the World Series. I know a couple of you were really heated about this. Andrew, I'm starting with you, buddy. You were just absolutely heated, so I might as well get a raw reaction.
Fire me up right now, folks. This is go time. I am unbelievably pissed. Now, here's the thing. Snell's rolling. He's gone and thrown filthy the whole game, okay? I've watched so many MLB World Series in my life that I can go and tell you that when you're on a heater, you don't get off the heater, folks. And Blake Snell going into the second half of that rotation. Yeah, you're going in the second half of that rotation where they're 0 for 6 against you with 6 strikeouts the next 3 batters, okay? How in the goddamn hell do you pull him at that after giving up a double with 74 pitches? In what world? And then he has the audacity. Kevin Cash has the audacity to go, yeah, you know what? We got to make a decision based upon our analytics. Buddy, analytics don't count when you're trying to force Game 7.
Just
you know what the problem is? You know what the problem is? He watched Moneyball right before the game, and he wants to use analytics instead.
Hey, Jonah Hill did give a very compelling performance in that. So,
yep.
Here, I'll take the argument.
Okay, Davis, talk to us.
I'll take the argument. Blake Snell has not pitched past the 6th inning since September of last year.
It don't matter. If you're that hot,
I get that.
You're not coming out of the game. There's no way.
Andrew, they only got to 40 and 20 in the regular season because he was pulled before the 6th inning. It's the only reason why they were in the World Series.
How do you even know that if they never tried it?
Exactly. How do you justify pulling somebody that hot in the game, especially when the next 3 batters again we're 0 for 6?
How do you know you're straight?
His ERA after the 6th inning last year, 15.5.
Okay, but that's going on last year's stats. This is Game 6, potentially facing a Game 7. You don't pull him. It's a ridiculous move.
Look, I'm not the biggest baseball guy, but I'm with Andrew. It's the same thing in any sport. When you got someone hot in a big game, you stick with the hot hand. If you got a wide receiver who's hot in the Super Bowl, you keep throwing to that wide receiver. In the NBA Finals, if you got a guy who's lighting it up, you keep giving the ball to that guy.
No, that's
now, don't get me wrong.
I actually agree with Steve on something.
Don't get me wrong. I agree with you guys. Blake Snell should have gone on to like 7th or 8th. I'm just taking the argument that what's his name? Cash?
Yeah, Kevin Cash.
Yeah, and
Kevin Cash. He wanted a Moneyball movie for himself.
Yep.
Just listen to the Dodgers hitters after the game. Every single one of them was like, well, thank God he pulled him because we weren't going to hit him. Every single one of them said that.
Mookie Betts eye rolled. He's like,
his face. That's a good. I was about to bring that up. His face was like, wow, I can't believe they're doing us a solid. Like that was his face when they rolled.
Ben Roethlisberger.
Here, I'll put it in a different perspective that a lot of you besides Ernest may know about. That would be like bowling in the team on the PBA league, and a guy shoots 300, and they bench him and bring somebody in and just shot 130.
Exactly right.
Yeah, I asked my Twitter feed. I said, "Can someone explain what Kevin Cash did in basketball terms?" Because it was all over the timeline, and someone had mentioned to me that it's like pulling Jamal Murray because you want a better defensive matchup versus another point guard when Murray isn't usually good in the fourth quarter, which sounds like that's pretty accurate.
Not bad. Yeah, Kevin Cash put in a picture. Kevin Cash put in a picture after Snell. It was a guy who's given up a run in each of his last 3 innings that he's pitched. So
it was a forfeit at that point, is what I would say it was. Let's move on. Let's move on. I don't want to talk about an asterisk title anymore. We did that at the beginning of the season and it got too many episodes. So we'll just keep moving on. NFL news: Antonio Brown signs a 1-year deal with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
All right, I'm here. Don't worry.
Steve, you're the cover guy for this story. So talk to us a little bit. How does this 1-year deal look out for the outlook for Mike Evans and Chris Godwin and those Rob Gronkowski enthusiasts?
Well, for a fantasy guy, someone is the odd man out there, and someone is going to lose the targets. That's just science, I guess.
Is that
but
science?
I don't know. I failed that fucking class. But it's Tom Brady wanted his guy. I don't understand how these two guys, it seems like a weird pairing that they're this close of friends, but yeah, Tom Brady wanted his guy. Bruce Arians coming out and saying that Tom had nothing to do with that. You were monitoring the situation for a while. Shut the fuck up. Tom Brady's your GM now. We all know it. It's literally part of why he left New England.
Steve. You had a little head snap with that statement.
Yeah. I was a little pissed off.
Did you already spend your Christmas bonus on Antonio Brown jersey, Steve?
A Christmas bonus in October?
Still a Halloween
Yeah,
bonus.
I mean, you used your credit card because you knew that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I really have.
You know you're gonna get a bonus in Christmas
right there.
Yeah.
To play on to what Steve is saying, I would have to say that after hearing that Godwin had a surgery on his hand, I would expect that the touches for Godwin might significantly drop now. And that's just going off of his surgery. I think Evans and Brown will probably be locks for the main targets. And, of course, Gronk, who's absolutely turned it on here.
Yep, Scotty Miller enthusiasts can go ahead and drop him.
Yeah, almost immediately.
Let's talk about a couple other big transactions.
Your Tyler Johnson shares suck.
Yeah, Carlos Dunlap, defensive end for Cincinnati, has been a rare midseason trade to the Seattle Seahawks, coming off of a game where Seattle probably should have won against the Arizona Cardinals. Kind of shows they're trying to get a little bit more rush to the quarterback. Everson Griffin from Dallas to Detroit as well was a head scratcher for me, but I understand he's trying to go to a team that contends. Right. So
makes sense.
So these two transactions have happened today. Let me go and go over to you, Jed. I haven't featured you yet. Talk about which one's the bigger transaction and what speaks out to you more.
Well, I think for the Detroit Lions, obviously landing Everson Griffin is a good sign or trade, not signing. But I also think that Cincinnati did good here in that they're obviously showing to Joe Burrow that they're willing to go out of their way to try to get some help on the offensive line, which is good. It's a sign of where they're going.
Finney sent over to Cincinnati.
Yeah,
exactly. And it's a sign of what they're going to do in the future. It's very apparent that Burrow's their guy, so they're going to look to protect him. And I think that's more or less just a, hey, don't worry, buddy, we got you. We're working on it type of thing.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think the Carlos Dunlap signing puts some more defensive rush to Seattle. Seattle's defense is terrible this year. Terrible. Paul and Luke, the Just Blue brothers, how do you guys feel about these trades and how do you guys feel about Antonio Brown?
As far as the Dunlap trade, I mean, Seattle had to make it. They had to make a move. Again, exactly what Jet said. BJ Finney's a great get for them for Cincinnati. He can play any of the positions on the line. As far as Everson Griffin goes, whatever. The Lions are the Lions, and I want to see how AB. I mean, we don't even know if AB can play. I mean, are they going to reinstate him and then say, "Oh, well, we got another case to figure out," or what?
Oh, he's not on the Patriots anymore.
Right.
I really
Go
love.
Get the ghost of Patriots past. That's where that's at.
Yeah,
That's where that's at.
Well, the ghost, he says the same thing that I've been saying. If Antonio Brown just never put on the stupid fucking number 17 in New England, then everything would have been fucking fine. And everyone in New England should have known that number's fucking cursed. He shouldn't have worn number 17. He wouldn't have gotten charged with a case if he didn't put on number 17.
Blame it on Antonio Brown.
No, I blame it on the number. I blame it on the curse of the number 17. I'm speaking for the ghost right now.
On that note, let's talk about a big blue collar media group announcement that we have happening right now on Into the Lab. I'll let you guys take over, blue collar.
Well, I mean, it is beginning to feel a lot like Christmas, isn't it, Paul?
Yeah, absolutely, it is. We've had a tremendous year at blue collar. If you would have asked us back in March if we would have made it this far, we would have probably said no. But everything has just gone fantastic for us. So what we're going to do is we started a GoFundMe page. We'll tweet out the link after this show. We're going to match dollar for dollar any donations that go into that GoFundMe. We're also going to put a nickel towards it for every time you click on a podcast of ours, every time you listen to it, every time you click an article, every time you click our site. We're going to throw another nickel onto that. Our goal is $1,000. What we're going to do is we're going to get 4 choices. Hopefully some from you guys as well, to what charity or person or event, whatever you guys want to do with it. And we're going to try to make somebody's Christmas happy. We've all been through struggles this year, but we've had some good things happen to us. So we want to give back to you guys for everything you've done for us. So just keep that in mind. We'll click out the link. Every time, the whole month of November, anytime you click on anything that's blue collar, we'll put a nickel down on the bottom line and we'll match any dollar for dollar on our GoFundMe.
That's huge. That's huge. Way to give back. And I think that's awesome. So if you're a fan of our show, of any podcast writers that are on here, go ahead and go to bluecollarmg.com throughout the month of November and December and keep clicking and listening and giving us a reason to give back. Just hope that one day we look back on this and, a couple years from now, it's 50 cents. And a couple years after that, it's $5. And a couple of years after that, it's 500. I'm just kidding, Paul. But yeah, so we'll just keep growing. We grow because of y'all. Yeah, Kenny's looking crazy over there as he's the overall Toby of the group. All right, that ends out round one. Round one was brought to you by the Porteo Group.
Oh, the helmet's off. He's on IR now.
Looking to export or import products to and from Mexico, look no further than this group today. The Porteo Group works with companies like Nestle, Colgate, L'Oreal, and many others. Find them on www.porteogroup.com and mention ITL for discounts and bargains for your company today. The Porteo Group, a Houston-based company with over 30 years of experience. All right. We've got our trivia segment. We have the Labsters. We have ITL. We have the Intangibles podcast. Let's get to it right after this commercial break. All right, round 2. That's the bell. Round 2 is our spooktacular trivia segment. We have ITL, the Intangibles podcast, and Labster Del Powell here. That's going to be competing for a $25 gift card to see if he can beat our experts on fantasy football and NFL stats. Here we go. We're going to come right at you with question number 1. Which team leads the league in rushing yards? A, Arizona Cardinals, B, the Dallas Cowboys, C, the Cleveland Browns, or D, the Baltimore Ravens? We start with ITL.
Cleveland Browns.
All right. And Graham.
I'm going to go with D because of Lamar Jackson.
All right. And going to Dell.
I'm going to go with Kansas City.
That's not an option.
Well, that's not a choice, Dell.
Yeah.
You got Cardinals, Cowboys, Browns, and Ravens.
Arizona, sorry.
Going with Arizona. All right. Which team leads the league in rushing yards? The answer is A, the Arizona Cardinals. And Dale starts off with a point. 1-0-0. The Labster. You would never get the Blues Brothers giving the thumbs up to that one. Upset alert as we start round 1.
We need four fried chickens and a Coke.
Let's go to number 2, the bowler leading. Which team leads the league in passing yards? A, the Atlanta Falcons, B, the Dallas Cowboys, C, the Houston Texans, or D, the Buffalo Bills? We start with Graham.
Can you do the question again? I was listening.
Absolutely. Which team leads the league in passing yards?
Passing yards. What was it?
Falcons, Falcons, Cowboys, Texans, or Bills?
Bills, right?
Is that what you're choosing?
Yeah, I would choose the Bills.
All right, Graham going with the Bills. Dell, you're up next.
Falcons, baby.
He is going with the Falcons. Davis.
I'm gonna have to agree with Dell. Give me the Falcons.
And you would all be incorrect. It is the Dallas Cowboys with the most passing yards this season. Yeah, we had to win one there because we aren't winning any regular games. Let's go to number 3.
You know that Ernest is going to have a Cowboy question.
You got to know there's a Cowboy question. Dell winning right now, 1-0-0. Going into question 3. Which team leads the league in receiving touchdowns? A, the Green Bay Packers. B, the Kansas City Chiefs. C, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Or D, the Seattle Seahawks. Dell, you've got the first choice. Dell's going with the Green Bay Packers. He sounds confident. Davis.
Give me the Seahawks.
Davis going with the Seahawks. Graham.
I'm also going to go with the Packers.
Graham is going with the Packers. You would be incorrect, Graham, on that one. It is the Seattle Seahawks. Dave is giving ITL a point, and they tie it up 1-1-0. Graham coming from behind, but it's okay, Graham. It is early in this contest. Let's go to question number 4. Which team leads the league in first down penalties? A, the Philadelphia Eagles. B, the Denver Broncos. C, the Detroit Lions. Or D, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Davis, you're first.
Sounds like a Detroit thing. Give me the Lions.
Davis going with the Lions for most penalties on first down. Graham, you're up next.
I'm gonna have to go with the Eagles. I think it would be the Eagles.
Graham's going with the Eagles.
I've watched one Eagles game and they had some penalties. So
Graham's going with the Eagles. Dell.
It's got to be Denver because their right tackle can't stop jump starting.
They're going with Denver. Nobody gets a point with this. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for the win on that one. They have the most penalties on first down. All right, guys, going to question 5.
Since the Eagles were mentioned, the Ghost of Boston Sports Pass just wanted to point out that the Philly special wasn't a legal formation.
The president said bad things happen in Philadelphia.
Here we go. You know what, Steve? You know what? You bring up a good point. Let's go ahead and give a bonus question here. How many penalties have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had on first down, Davis?
I don't even know a number. I don't know, 20.
Graham.
The whole season or per game?
Yeah, the whole season so far.
How many games has there been this season?
There has been 7 games.
7? All right. I'm going to go with 26.
Going with 26. It's not even a multiple of 7. Okay, Dell.
42.
No, but
42.
I wouldn't think they would have the same amount every game. So yeah.
Okay, I'm with you. You would think you'd be like, 21 or 28, 26.
I try to get
the correct answer for an extra bonus point is 20. On the dot, Davis Cordova gets the point. What a guess. What a guess.
Fastest Google in the West.
Davis goes up 2-1-0 going into question number 5. This NFL player leads the league in yards after the catch. A, Terry McLaurin. B, Robbie Anderson. C, Alvin Kamara. Or D, Ezekiel Elliott. We start with you, Graham.
Robbie Anderson.
Going with Robbie Anderson. Dell.
Oh man, that's a hard one. The third one.
Going with Alvin Kamara. Davis.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go with Alvin Kamara too.
Davis going with Alvin Kamara. You two would be correct. It is Alvin Kamara for the win there. Graham throwing his arm up in frustration.
It's
We've
not
got
even
some
fair.
frustrated feelings here. It is 3 Davis, 2 Dell, 0 Graham. But Graham, trust me, we've seen guys start with 0 here in the first 5 and end up winning the whole damn thing. So stick with us here, buddy. Number 6, this is when it gets a little bit tougher. I apologize, Graham. Here we go. This player leads the league in points scored in fantasy PPR format. A, Kyler Murray. B, Russell Wilson. C, Lamar Jackson. Or D, Patrick Mahomes. And we start with Dell.
If I'm not mistaken, it is Kyler Murray.
All right, Davis.
Kyler Murray.
He's going with Kyler as well. Graham.
So the right thing for me to do would be pick Kyler Murray.
That's it is. Graham, Graham is going.
There you go.
Murray, you would all be correct. So everybody gets a point. 4 for Davis, 3 for Dill, 1 for Graham. Graham gets on the board, taking the Dre strategy to stay in the game. Number 7, this receiver leads the league in fantasy points per game. A, Tyler Lockett. B, Devontae Adams. C, Adam Thielen. Or D, DeAndre Hopkins. We start with Davis.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Davis going with D-Hop. Graham.
Devontae Adams.
Graham going with Devontae Adams. Thinks it's the Packer. How about you, Dell?
All right. What were the guys again? Sorry.
Tyler Lockett, Devontae Adams, Adam Thielen, or DeAndre Hopkins?
It's DeAndre.
He's going with DeAndre Hopkins. The correct answer is Devontae Adams. So Graham catches up by a point. Graham catches up 4-3-2, and he is back in it. Now we have a bonus question here for y'all. What is the average points per game that Devontae Adams is averaging right now for this season? Davis.
I'm still baffled at that because he didn't even play last week. So
3 seconds.
Play 2 games.
28.
He's going with 28. Graham.
I'll go 24.
He's going 24. The Blues Brothers don't like that. Dell.
22.
The correct answer is 21.7. Dell gets the extra point and ties his game up at 4 apiece. Graham stays at 2. 4 for ITL, 4 for the Bowler, 2 for the Intangibles podcast. We still have plenty of questions left.
28, Davis.
Number
Well, he's had like 2 40-point games, right?
He has had 2 40-point games.
Yeah, so that's why.
But he's also had a fucking 0 when we needed him.
That's true. He did have a 0.3. He did have
Well, he didn't play
0.3.
last week, so I mean, I thought the average would be higher. So
It's okay. It's okay, Davis. Don't let the
Stop
just the Blues
thinking it's
Brothers
bad
get
for
on
the
you.
team. Get this done.
Number 8. This
That's
fantasy
the blue collar way.
This fantasy kicker has 69 fantasy points this season.
Nice.
A, Rodrigo Blankenship. B, Justin Tucker. C, Young Ho Koo. Or D, Randy Bullock. This one
I
we start
thought
with
it was
Graham.
Young Way Cool.
Is it?
It's
Is
young
that
ho, bro.
Either way.
the third one? Who does he kick for?
The third one kicks for the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, I'd do. I'd pick him.
Graham's going with the name and the Falcons right there. Dell.
What?
What's that, Dell?
I'm going with my cousin Justin Tucker.
He's going with Justin Tucker, the UT cousin. Davis.
I'm gonna have to go against my boy Rodrigo
Are
Blankenship
you shitting me?
and go with Randy Bullock.
Davis is going with Randy Bullock. The correct answer is Young Hoku. That is who the answer is.
Young
Graham
Hoku.
catches up by 1, and we have a 4-4-3 game now.
It is the Atlanta
Graham is just
Falcons.
like falling
4-4-3
into
game
this.
going into question 9.
This is fucking pissing.
The crowd behind me is blaring. It's deafening to my ears. All right, question number
There's a
9.
crowd there?
Which team has the most fantasy points scored per game? A, the Seattle Seahawks. B, the Arizona Cardinals. C, the Dallas Cowboys. Or D, the Green Bay Packers. This question, we start with Dell.
Arizona Cardinals.
He is going with the Arizona Cardinals. Very confident in that pick. Davis.
I have to go with the Seahawks.
He's going with Seattle, riding the hot hand. Graham.
Well, Arizona have Kyler Murray and D-Hop, but Seattle have Wilson and DK Metcalf
He's not wrong.
and Tyler,
Not wrong.
Tyler
Statement.
Lockett.
That's a true statement.
Yeah, he is
but
correct on that.
I was told not to think, so I'll go with Arizona.
Graham going with this gut from
Damn it.
Michael Scott. Steve, the General Reisner. The correct answer is the Seattle Seahawks, and ITL stays in the lead there. Now the score is 5-4-3
Okay,
going
Grim,
into the final
sometimes
question.
you gotta think.
But wait a
Alright,
second.
alright.
There is a bonus question with this. What is their average points scored per week? Dell, we start with you,
Including defense?
including defense.
Oh. Including defense.
The defense, kicker, tight end, wide receiver, running back, quarterback, all together. No
I
defensive
would
players.
say 47.
All right, Davis. 3 seconds.
75.
75 for ITL. Graham.
82.
82, the correct answer for this is 116 points. Graham gets the point for being closest, and Graham catches up by 1 thumbs up from the Just Blue Brothers. And we have a score of 5 for ITL, 4 for the Bowler, and 4 for the Intangibles podcast. Can they pull the comeback off? Question number 10. Which NFL team has the most fantasy points scored against them this season? A, the Dallas Cowboys. B, the Atlanta Falcons. C, the Los Angeles Chargers. Or D, the Detroit Lions. This question starts with ITL.
The Dallas Cowboys.
Davis going with his gut, picking the Dallas Cowboys. Graham.
I've seen a lot of Cowboys here, but they might be deceiving me. So I don't know whether to think or to not to think. So
Always choose not to think, dummy.
I'm surprised the Jets are not on here.
Jets are not on here. They were not top 5, surprisingly.
Wow. The Falcons didn't disappoint last time, so I'm going with the Falcons again.
Graham is going with the Atlanta Falcons. Dell.
Atlanta.
Dell is going with Atlanta. If you guys have to remind the score, ITL with 5. Graham from the Intangibles with 4. Del Powell with 4. Question on the line, which NFL team has the most fantasy points scored against them? The answer is the Atlanta Falcons, and it's a tied game going into question 10. It is 5-5-5 with
the
a
Ghost of
tiebreaker.
Boston Sports Pass just want to point out that if you get points by betting with Atlanta, you could still lose those points.
You will lose. You will lose in the end.
Yeah,
We have a tied game.
You will likely lose.
Through 10. Let's talk about quarterbacks. This quarterback is second in most points scored this season in fantasy PPR. We start with Davis.
Russell Wilson.
Davis is going with Russell Wilson. Graham.
Patrick Mahomes.
He's going with Patrick Mahomes. Dell.
I'm gonna have to go with my boy Kyler Murray.
So Kyler Murray was the player who had the most points. I'm gonna give you a second chance there, Dell.
You said second.
Yeah, second most.
Second would be Seattle quarterback.
Wilson, who doesn't play basketball.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
Yes,
Del
he
Powell
does.
also choosing the
Graham, you are right about that. He does not play
non-basketball player, Russell Wilson. So ITL going with Russell Wilson, Del Powell, the bowler, going with Russell Wilson, the lapster, and Graham Simpson, the Intangibles podcast, who made an incredible comeback in the second half of trivia, has chosen Patrick Mahomes. The correct answer is Russell Wilson. And so the Intangibles podcast has been knocked out of overtime. It was great playing, though. We'll come back to you after we finish up this tiebreaker here. Now, we talked about which team leads the league in penalties on first down, and we came to the conclusion the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were first. Which teams were second and third out of the next 3? The Philadelphia Eagles, the Denver Broncos, and the Detroit Lions. Which were the next 2 teams on the list? I start with Dell on this one.
What were the teams again?
Eagles, Broncos, Lions.
Broncos. And then Broncos, then the Lions.
Broncos and Lions in that order, second and third.
Yes.
All right. Davis Cordova, going to you next. Who are the second and third teams on that list?
Lions and Broncos.
In that order, Lions and Broncos.
Was that
Into the mic
necessary?
next time.
Wow. That was auto-tuned too, folks. If you didn't hear it, it is the second and third team with the most penalties on first down. The answer is Broncos and Lions in that order. The winner is the bowler, Del Powell. The Lapsters have stolen a win from ITL in double overtime. Del is excited over there. Del, you have just won the spectacular ITL trivia event. How do you feel?
Hey, dude, what I tell you about what I say when I first came on, I treat everybody like bowling balls. I'll finger them, throw them in the gutter, make them come back for more.
Del, you going to Disneyland?
You what?
He's definitely going to Disneyland. Davis, you represented ITL with extreme knowledge. I am extremely proud for how you did double overtime. How do you feel, buddy?
I'd trade this loss for a Oklahoma State win on Saturday, so I feel pretty good.
Oh my gosh, here we go. Here we go.
God.
Oh my gosh.
I bet you
Horns
would.
up wins round 1. Graham, I'm going to talk to you a little bit. The Intangibles podcast playing very good sportsman-like. You made a huge comeback. How did you feel going into overtime knowing you had all the momentum?
I didn't realize what was happening, and I picked Pat Mahomes out of just because his name's Patrick Mahomes and what his history.
See,
So I try to go safe, but again, Kyler Murray and Russell Wilson, they've been really good all year. I should have known that was my fault, but I don't need to trade this in because I'm confident that my Clemson Tigers will beat Boston College this week.
Well, I'm excited for you, man. I appreciate you being a good sport. Let's do our NFL Pick'em segment. Everybody was great.
I haven't
Dale,
tell you guys about how
you're a
Doug Flutie is an
two-time
asshole.
Lapster winner here. You won a copy of Madden, and now you've won a $25 gift card of your choice. Don't forget to reach out to Paul. Paul is the guy, the Blues Brother. He's going to get you to send all those items that are owed to you if you haven't gotten the first one. Let's take a commercial break, and we'll head over to round 3, which is our quick fire round and primetime picks. We have some great matchups this week for NFL. This is actually brought to you by Taquito Express, where you can get all you can eat tacos for $7.99. Mention ITL Taquito Express, get 10% off today. I really can't wait to have Taquito Express tacos one of these days with y'all. Like, this is going to be the best food we've ever eaten together. So let's hit the commercial break. Let's come back for NFL picks. All right, that's the bell. We're here for our primetime and rapid fire picks for round 3. Our final segment could have been brought to you by Manscaped. They help you take care of your business, and so do we. www.manscaped.com.
I could have gotten this nice, clean shave from Manscaped.
He could have.
But hey,
could have been a big thing. Could have had Manscaped all over the place, but hopefully we will one day. But let's talk matchups this week. We have some doozies in prime time. Unfortunately, a Dallas game, but we'll talk about that in a second. Atlanta visiting Carolina. Carolina 2.5-point favorites at home. Teddy Bridgewater having a very great year as a starter. Atlanta coming off another disappointing last-second loss, which really ruined a lot of our picks. But let's start it off right. Chris, fantasy implications.
Well, Ernest, I have Robbie Anderson and Calvin Ridley, so this is always a tough matchup for me. But going back to last time, Ridley did torch him up, so I'm going to go Atlanta on this one.
Chris is going with ATL for this one. Dre, who do you have in this matchup?
I think McCaffrey's going to play, so I'm going to go with the Panthers.
All right, Dre picking Carolina to win this game. Remember, he is in the future. I am picking Carolina to win and cover this game as well at home. Thursday night football, short week. Atlanta does not look great right now in clutch situations. Paul.
How much for the children? How much for the little girls?
fucking listeners won't get that joke.
Nope.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
But we are going to take the Carolina Panthers to hammer the Atlanta Falcons.
Is that a double take right there? Is that a double
we're
take?
doing our picks together this week.
Okay. All right.
We're on a mission from God, Ernest.
Gotcha.
The Penguin gave us the pick. She knows what's up.
Steve, what about you?
I am also going to take the Carolina to beat Atlanta because I cannot trust Atlanta's defense. The Ghost of Boston Sports Pass just want to again say that the Falcons suck. I like what the Panthers are doing this year. I like Teddy Bridgewater and Robbie Anderson against that defense.
Davis.
Give me the Panthers to cover. Teddy Bridgewater is my fantasy quarterback, so.
Gotcha. Kenny.
Carolina.
Kenny going with Carolina and to cover. Jet.
I'm just done with trying to pick Atlanta, so I'm going Carolina.
Hey, I mean, took you long enough.
I know, but
Andrew.
Yeah, I'm going Carolina. They tweeted or they had a little bit of a cryptic tweet with Christian McCaffrey looking in the blinds today. So I'm assuming McCaffrey's back and it's going to be a rout.
Graham, wrap us up on this one.
So you guys said Atlanta screwed up a lot of your picks last week because you picked them, and none of you picked them this week. So they're going to do it again. And that's
no, I never picked Atlanta.
So Graham is going with Atlanta. He's going to keep that tradition going there.
Yeah.
We appreciate you, Graham. Thank you for that. All right. Pittsburgh is the noon game. Pittsburgh going to Baltimore. Baltimore 3.5-point favorites at home. I expect this to be a juggernaut battle. This is a very big traditional game right underneath that Cowboys-Philly rivalry. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. All right. So Baltimore 3.5-point favorites against Pittsburgh. I'm going to start with the Just Brothers.
We don't pick Ratbirds. So I'll let Elwood here tell you.
We have received a message from the Lord Almighty himself that the Pittsburgh Steelers are on their way to 7.
Pittsburgh
take
is
out the
pulling the
Ratbirds.
ups. Pittsburgh is pulling the upset on the road. Graham, what do you have in this game?
I would also have the Steelers. Didn't get a voice in my head with it, but I do think the Steelers will win.
Andrew,
You do.
I like the Ravens in this game.
going to take the spread as well. All right, Andrew saying Ravens wipe them out. Jet.
I think Pittsburgh's going to absolutely kill them.
Wow. Jet taking a huge pit win. Kenny.
Baltimore to cover.
Davis.
When was the last time the Ravens actually showed out in primetime? Exactly. Give me the Steelers.
Steelers to win this game. Steve.
I hate doing it, but I'm going to take the Steelers because I think they're a better team. That defense has impressed me. And, I mean, the Blues Brothers did get a pick from a Penguin. So I roll with the Penguin.
All right. Steve going with Pittsburgh. I'm taking Baltimore
Roll
not to
with the
cover.
Penguin.
I'm taking Baltimore, and they will not cover this game. I think it'll be a dogfight. It's hard to beat Baltimore at home. Dre, wrap us up on this pick.
You know, I wanted to take the Steelers, but I cannot go with the same 2 picks as Steve in a row. So I'm going to say Ravens win, but they don't cover.
Perfect. And Chris, fantasy implications for this game.
Surprisingly, none. So I'm going to go with
Whoa.
the Ravens.
You're doing something wrong with your teams if you don't have one fantasy player in this game, Chris. Go make some trades.
Host.
Hey, I'm 5-2. I'm sitting pretty right now.
Host.
Anyone
Yes,
want to
yes.
trade?
Just so you
Anyone
know,
wanna trade for
if you
Juju?
took the Ratbirds, you hate old people, children, and dogs.
Yeah, that is a scientific fact, and we figured that. I learned that fact after we figured out how to go live and made the internet a bitch on Monday night.
Yep.
I heard
Yeah.
about
That
your
boy, Steve.
live
That boy,
implications
Yeah.
on Sunday,
I
though, guys.
sent it to the internet.
I heard about your live
I bet
implications.
unders. I'm a psychopath. Of course, I don't care about them.
Under.
Let's take our talents over to Chicago and Soldier Field, where they host the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints 4.5-point favorites on the road. Okay, Dell. Dell wants to pick.
I know I'm a lonely labster, but I just won two events, and I am 90-14 on the spread on fantasy on Yahoo Fantasy. So it's going to be Baltimore by 7.
Oh, he's picking Baltimore to cover that. You know what, Dell? I'm going to add you in here just because I want to see how your picks do.
Okay.
All right. Let's Dell. Who do you have in Atlanta, Carolina?
Atlanta, Carolina. I've got Carolina.
All right. Why don't you start us off with the next one? Chicago hosting the Saints. Saints are 4.5-point favorites.
I've got the Saints to cover.
He's taking the Saints to cover. Graham.
I would also have the Saints. Just the defense breaking down for Chicago. I feel like the Saints can capitalize.
All right. Chris, fantasy implications.
Well, I do have the displeasure of having David Montgomery as one of my main backs. So it's something's telling me. Well, you can thank Kenyon Drake for that one, but I have to go with the Saints on this one, just based off of how that season has been going.
Dre. Dead.
Dude.
I rubbed the ball.
No, I'm here.
Okay, good.
I obviously never take the Bears, so this is the easiest pick for me. Saints.
Dre is picking New Orleans to cover. Paul, Just Brothers, what's the pick?
We're just saying, if you take Chicago, you can live with those Illinois Nazis.
We hate Illinois Nazis.
We're taking the Saints.
You go, Mark. You good?
The Just Brothers are
The
taking the
Penguin
Saints.
loves us for it.
Steve, who do you have in this game?
Well, I've never been a fan of Illinois Nazis. Just not quite my thing. And neither is the Ghost of Boston Sports Pass. He's against that as well. So we're gonna take the Saints.
And Steve is taking the Saints as well. Davis,
And
are
so
you
is
rolling? Are the Saints
Ghost.
marching in?
Yeah, I'm done with picking the Bears until Matt Nagy gives up play calling because he's terrible at it. So give me the Saints.
Saints for Davis. Kenny.
But Davis, I thought the Bears were a lock on Monday night. You're so confident all day about it. What happened? Give me the Saints.
The jet sweep happened.
And speaking of jet sweep, Jet.
Hey, that's a good transition right there.
Yeah, I like that.
I should get a segment called that.
I
Actually,
think you should, actually. That's a good lead-in.
I got to go Saints because I don't know how to pick the Bears ever. I always get it wrong with the Bears, whether I pick them or pick against them. So whatever.
Kenny, you cannot make fantasy football moves while we're on the podcast. That's illegal. That should be a
I was just
flag.
gonna say that. I was like, dude,
That should,
like,
that
what
should
are
be
you
a big
doing?
flag. Why are you picking the Saints defense? I'm just kidding, man. Andrew.
Yeah, Matt Nagy and the Bears are an absolute train wreck. That offense was a joke. There's rumors that Michael Thomas might play this week. So, all right, give me the Saints all day.
That's perfect. That would be our sweet pick of the week, except I am taking Chicago to win this game.
God.
That defense will hold up a discombobbled offense this week
Believe this guy.
with the rumors in the locker room of Michael Thomas destroying it. The
We
Saints
have a
will
Nazi.
Problems. It's interesting you guys pick against Chicago at Soldier Field in the winter months here. So
We drove.
Helmet's on for Kenny.
We've drove through there many
Ernest.
times. We did not have a good time.
I'm going to say
Ernest.
Khalil Mack and the Bears win this game. Yeah, Drake.
Are the Bears your second favorite team? Because you always give them a lot of praise. It's like, yeah, Nick Foles.
This is actually
the
this is actually the second pick for the Bears I've had this season. My first one was last week and I lost it. This is my second one. So, no, not my favorite team. But thank you, Drake.
Nick Foles was brought up to the Ghost of Boston Sports again. Just want to point out that the Philly special was an illegal formation. Freddie Mitchell's a bitch, and Zach Ertz was down at the 1.
Let's talk about Sunday Night Football. We got a
He
real
doesn't seem
doozy
to
here.
like
Ben
Philly.
DiNucci making his possible starting debut, or could it be Cooper Rush? Dallas Cowboys, America's team visiting the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles 7.5-point favorites at home for this Sunday night contest as Dallas is limping into the bye after this week. All right, Kenny, I'm going to start with you on this one. What do you think about your team?
I'm making plans on Sunday night so I don't have to watch this game. I don't have them yet, but I'll have some.
Don't worry, Kenny. I'll send you all the highlights.
Sorry, we actually have the Shooter Shoot podcast season 2 going live on Sunday night. So
Here we go.
Just keep that in mind. So when this game goes to shit, tune in.
Hey.
So does that mean Philly? Not sure about the plug. That's Philly to cover. All right. Anybody not picking Philly to cover? Oh, Dale's got something to say. The
I
bowler.
got this.
Hey, I am a diehard Cowboy fan. I will not bet against them.
How many of these guys are there?
What's going to happen? They're gonna
Too many, Jet.
There's too many.
Win.
I do want to put out
Dale
the
is
Ghost.
picking the Dallas Cowboys to pull the upset. He
The
says,
Ghost is also picking the Cowboys.
Yeah.
whoa, wait a second. Steve, are you picking the Cowboys?
No. I'm
It
picking
hates Philly.
I'm picking Philly.
The Ghost
The
hates Philly.
The Ghost is picking the Cowboys.
Got it.
Yeah.
And wait a second. I think Andrew's saying he's picking the Cowboys.
Dear Ezekiel Elliott, Please do not fuck up this game and go back to 2017 style, please. No more fumbleitis, no more on the goal line interceptions off your shoulder.
Andrew.
This is the week, baby. Miles Sanders is out. I think at this point they haven't announced it yet.
I think.
Please,
Andrew.
please, please.
I think, I hope, please. Like, you're just not making a case for yourself, man.
Dallas Cowboy fans everywhere. Let me be the first to tell you, there is not a podcast analyst out there who has ever stuck with the Cowboys on their show as much as I have. And I am picking the Eagles to cover this week. So take that for what it's worth.
Well,
there has not been a
Andrew.
I think what's going to happen is they're going to lose the quarterback they have right now and go to the next one, and he's going to come back and beat them by a field goal.
So you think Cooper Rush is going to come back and beat the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday night?
Yes.
Against Carson Wentz in Philly.
Great.
But I have been smoking. No.
Oh, okay. I get it now. Okay.
Disclaimer.
I get it.
That's why it's not fantasy.
That makes much more sense.
Say, Steve really likes this guy now.
Let's go to the
That's
track
right.
game.
Hold on. Hey, just for a second. I wasn't picking the Cowboys. I just said, please, goddamn, do something. In the trash, he's gonna go Eagles by a landslide.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Let's talk about the Monday night match. Yes. Sorry.
We have talked to the Penguin for you. She has prayed all week so far, but there is no hope.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. I knew there was no hope.
I will also say it'll be a landslide by the Eagles. It only feels right. I have a Sixers jersey on.
It makes
sense. And I know a lot
sense.
of my friends from Twitter would be mad if I picked the Cowboys. So that's mainly going
We're
through my
already
head.
mad. We're already
Benny
mad.
DiNucci.
Let's talk about the Achilles game of prime
Dude, he might
time
be a
as
badass with that
Tom Brady and the Buccaneers go on the road to MetLife Stadium, take on those New York Football Giants, if we still call them that with their name. Tampa Bay Buccaneers 10.5-point favorites on the road, but mind you, this is the Giants facing Tom Brady, which has always been a standpoint and tough outing for Tom Brady. I don't give him a snowball's chance, so I'm picking Tampa Bay to win this game and cover. I'm going to go to the Just Brothers to continue that trend.
Absolutely. We have foreseen it. We had a mission. We are on a mission from God, and he told us that Tampa Bay will absolutely roll the Giants.
So you can't be wrong.
Is anybody picking New York to win this game?
No.
No.
I'm picking Daniel Jones to stumble
I'm going
again.
with the vision. I'm going with the vision.
You're going with the Giants, Dre?
No, I said I respect the vision that the brothers had. Yeah.
Gotcha. So everybody's picking Tampa Bay to cover.
Myself and the Ghost Ernest are very mad at you for having to bring up the Giants versus the Patriots when it's the Giants versus the Buccaneers. You really I know that I've told you that I blame my drug and alcohol addiction on Eli Manning.
I know you do.
So you really didn't have to do that to me.
I know you do. Sorry about that, Steve. Sorry to bring up the past, but you know what it is? It is Halloween week, so ghosts of the past come out. All right, guys, those are our primetime picks. Dell, what's up?
You know, the Giants have a new theme song. It's called "I Want to Rolly, 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 Rolly." after the roll, I want to rolly, rolly, rolly.
I love this guy.
This guy's great.
This is perfect. All right. We're going to our machine gun fire round picks as we round up this episode. Some great games coming up. I am going to call on you, and I just need your pick as the winner. Okay, we don't need an analysis unless it's your team. So, Jet, I understand. Indianapolis 3-point favorites on the road against Detroit. Say your spiel on this one, and then we'll get everybody's pick afterwards.
Colts by $1 billion.
Colts by $1 billion. You've heard it here, folks. Jet saying that's a guaranteed pick there. Andrew.
Detroit.
Going Detroit here already. Graham.
Not Detroit.
So he's going Indianapolis. Dell.
Detroit.
He's going Detroit. How are we split 2-2 on this game, Kenny?
Detroit.
Oh my gosh, we are 3-2 the other. Oh, Davis.
Give me the Colts.
Wow, Kenny, was that Detroit pick real? Yeah, it was. Okay, Chris,
Detroit.
who do you have on fantasy?
Nobody. I just like Matty Stafford.
Oh, okay, Dre,
Who's playing at home?
Detroit.
Yeah, the Lions by a last second field goal.
Wow. Just Brothers.
Indianapolis.
Indy for the Just Brothers. Steve.
I'm gonna go with the Colts, but the Ghost is going to go with the Lions because he hates the Colts for making up the Deflategate scandal.
There you go.
Well, it's a
He
real
loves Matt
thing.
Patricia.
No,
Actually,
it,
loves Matt
it
Patricia.
wasn't because their balls were also
Extend
underinflated.
Matt Patricia.
Your balls are inflated or deflated or whatever.
Yes, my balls are inflated.
I am taking the Indianapolis Colts to win this game. The resurgence of T.Y. Hilton. You've heard it here, folks. Go bye. All right. New York Jets visiting the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City 19.5-point favorites at home over those Sam Darnold ghost Jets. All right. I'm going to start this off with Chris. Fantasy implications.
If it's just the Chiefs, let's just move on.
Yeah, it's just,
Let's just move on.
But I do have their defense this week, so I mean.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know. Everybody's picking the Chiefs. Am I right?
Wait, whoa. We didn't ask Kenny yet.
Kenny, are
Or
you
the
picking the
Ghost.
Chiefs or the Jets?
Let me make a case here for the Jets.
No,
Kansas
please
is
don't.
Oh, my gosh.
There is no case.
The Buffalo
Adam
Bills
Gase.
host the New England Patriots. Buffalo 3.5-point favorites against the Patriots. Why not, Steve? Talk to us about this game.
I have never seen a quarterback not know to set their feet when they throw the fucking football down the fucking field.
Really? You should watch Cam Newton.
He's really good at it.
Yeah, it's
Okay, so the Bills,
listen.
right?
Listen. One team is primed for a comeback. One team is primed for a
Say it.
letdown.
Say
One
it.
Big
team
pick.
is coached
Say
by
it.
the greatest coach in the history of
Bills Mafia.
sports.
Bills
Either
Mafia.
I am
team's the
going
Patriots.
with the Patriots, and so is
What
the
is the
Ghost.
spread on
You
going
say
over in time
Cowboys
for the
fans are
podcast?
delusional here. This is a delusional pick.
It was 300 actually, Chris.
Stidham takes over at halftime.
Dude, the
Goddamn.
Bills couldn't score a touchdown against
That might be
the
worse.
Jets. The Bills aren't that good.
All right.
Pretenders.
All right. Just Brothers,
They're
talk to me a little bit about this.
We never thought that we would see the Belichick lose 4 in a row, but it happens this week.
Whoa.
Nope. Nope.
Davis.
Hey, Steve, can you do me a favor and give this air pump to Cam Newton? Because I think the balls are still deflated because he doesn't know how to throw them.
Is that a cock pump?
No.
Can I turn my audio off for this one?
Kenny.
Why won't my audio go out?
Look, if the Cowboys can't win, then none of your teams deserve to win either. That's why I'm going against the Colts, and it's why I'm going against the goddamn Patriots this week. Let's go,
Oh
Bills.
my gosh.
You're all fucking wrong. You're
Jets.
dead
and also
wrong.
Steelers, because the Steelers.
I want to make a case for New England, but I got nothing. So Buffalo.
Andrew.
Oh my God, Buffalo.
Graham.
Well, Steve was right when he said one team's bound for a comeback and the other team is the Patriots. So it'll be the Bills.
Suck
Damn
Hey, Graham, you should make a show, Do It for the Graham.
The ghost is over here telling me to fire you, Graham, and I'm now fighting for your job,
That's
man.
two show
I'm
names.
fighting
I
for
want
your job
want
with the
royalties
supernatural,
for.
bro.
That's
Well,
two show
the
names.
Ghost already hates Philly, so I mean I have nothing to lose.
Dell.
That's
The
true.
intangible
That's true. He was
magical
already kind of
disappears
against you.
from the
We all
Bulls
know-
website.
Fuck yeah,
We
you're
all
a
know
biased
Matt
ghost. You hear that?
Brady ruled the New England Patriots while he was there, not Belichick. So I'm going with Buffalo all day long.
There you go. The man with the plan. He says it's Buffalo all the way. Dre.
Easiest pick of the week. Bills Mafia.
You're all wrong.
And
Bills Mafia
This
is
loss
just
for
a
the
bunch
Patriots.
of morons with
This
CTE
loss
who
for the
jump through
Patriots will
fucking
start the
tables.
Stephen Gilmore trade rumors. He's gonna get traded. Gilmore's gonna get traded after
we
this
still
loss.
got J.C. Jackson, bitch.
Chris.
No, actually, J.C. Jackson's one of the highest rated
Buffalo.
corners in the NFL, and you guys should know that.
Short and sweet, man. Like
Buffalo, let's get off this topic, please.
I'll try. I'll try to keep it as short as possible.
Las Vegas going to Cleveland. Luckily, we have no dog in the fight for this one. We can get through this pick real quick. Cleveland 2.5-point favorites at home. Chris, I'm gonna start with you again.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Browns on this one.
Chris going Browns. Dre.
I know it's a quick fire round, but just a shout out to Miles because last week Bake had 5 touchdown passes, so his MVP thing could be picking up some steam.
Now 17th in MVP voting.
Moved up from
Started
8
like
last week.
09.
Moved up from 32nd.
Browns.
Going Browns. I'm going Browns as well. Don't like the travel for the Vegas Raiders. Paul and Luke.
We fought the Penguin hard on this one, but she's a tough son of a bitch. We'll take the Browns at home.
Steve.
Both myself and the Ghost are taking the Browns, and I just want to challenge people to say Donovan Peoples-Jones 5 times fast.
Oh, I saw that. Why do I want to say Donovan Peoples-Jones? Kenny.
Well, I got the over on finishing at 8 o'clock, so I'm really going to drag this one out.
Unders.
No. It's 9 o'clock. Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying.
And now, Kenny,
Close.
where did you place that prop bet?
Fantasy.
Thrive didn't have it this week, but I've been in conversations now that I'm a platinum provider there.
Really? You're keeping their lights on.
You're the website provider.
No, Brown.
He's going Browns. Davis.
I'm a certified Baker hater. Give me the Raiders.
Yep, that would clarify that. Jet.
Give me the Raiders.
Jet's going with the Raiders too. Andrew.
I just need Josh Jacobs to have a great game. Go Browns.
All right, Browns. Graham.
I'm going with the Clemson Raiders.
Oh yeah.
They have the most Clemson players. Why not?
All right, going with the
God,
Clemson
Graham Ford's
Raiders.
gonna go off.
Dell.
That was like the best analysis he's given so far.
The Browns. He's going with the Browns. All right. Los Angeles Rams visit the refreshed Miami Dolphins. Rams 3.5-point favorites. Dell, who do you like in this game? He's going Rams all the way. Says there's nobody that's going to beat them. You guys are crazy. Graham.
The Rams.
He's going Rams. Andrew.
Good time. Dolphins.
Ooh, taking the freshman. All right, Jet.
It is pretty close. I'm gonna say Rams.
He's going Rams. Kenny.
Rams.
Rams. Davis.
Imagine telling a quarterback who just like broke his leg that his first NFL game is going to be against Aaron Darnold.
Yeah, talking Alex Smith.
Yeah.
Give me the Rams.
Yeah.
He's going Rams. Just Brothers.
Aaron Donald is a goddamn man. Tua, watch your hip. Let's go Rams.
Chris, fantasy implications.
Los Angeles Browns.
None here, but I'm gonna go Rams.
He's going Rams as well. Dre.
I actually benched Matt Ryan this week, and I'm starting Tua because the Dolphins are winning this game.
Another Tua
You're
pick.
weird.
There. Steve, I'm guessing that makes you a Rams pick.
Yeah, both myself and the Ghost saying that the Rams and Aaron Donald will squish the fucking fish.
So very interesting how we don't have a team in this for anybody and how fast that goes. You see how fire round picks work there, guys? That was
I can
one of
go
those.
on about how much me and the Ghost hate the Dolphins.
Tennessee
No,
5.5 point favorites.
Miles Gaskins, guys, come on. Like,
Tennessee Titans 5.5 point favorites. He's filibustering his bet. We're gonna move on. Tennessee 5.5 point favorites against the Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati at home. Is it Burrow time or does Ryan Tannehill redeem himself? Here, let's start this one off with the Just Brothers.
We love Joe Burrow, but the Tennessee Titans are just a better football team right now.
I want to put all labsters and sports scientists on alert that Just Paul has chosen the Tennessee Titans to win this game. That is a big deal on ITL.
God has chosen the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. God has chosen the Tennessee Titans. I'm going to go to you, Davis. Who do you have in this game?
Well, this would be his third straight week of picking the Titans right, and I don't think that happens very often. But I'll take the chance. Give me the Titans, Bengals to cover.
I'm taking Tennessee as well. Kenny.
I'm just going to take the next 11 minutes to read off stats about the
Oh, my gosh.
So Ryan Tannehill, 139 completions. He's gonna have like probably another 30 this week.
Jet.
I was gonna decide after I heard the stats.
Anyways, AJ Brown, 23 receptions, 300.
Go ahead, Jet.
Let's go to Derrick Henry now.
All right. I love Joey too, but they're just not there yet. So Tennessee.
I'm saying Kenny chooses Tennessee because he started with Tennessee stats. Andrew.
Tennessee.
Chris, fantasy implications.
Well, I got Derrick Henry and Corey Davis on one side and Joe Burrow on the other. So I hope Burrow gets a good game, but I'm taking the Titans.
In a shootout, Tennessee wins this 42-38, according to Chris.
Go up a little higher. I need the points. I'm facing Kenny.
56-49. What a shootout it was.
Higher than 80 points combined.
Hit the under. For sure.
If the over in that game is 80 points, hit the under.
The guy I'm playing has Metcalf, Adams, and Hopkins. His super flex is also Julio Jones. I'm screwed. I need a big game this week.
Lord.
Dre.
I was gonna take Cincinnati, but that deep analysis by Kenny's got me on the ropes. So I'm going with Cincy, man. They're pulling the upset.
Dre going with the gods on this one. Steve.
I am going with the Titans. The Ghost is going with Cincinnati.
Graham.
Well, I picked against SEC quarterback Cam Newton and Tua, so I'm sticking with that. Picking against SEC quarterback Joe Burrow. So the Titans.
All right,
Ryan Tannehill went to A&M.
Yeah, Tannehill is an SEC.
Ryan Tannehill went to A&M.
Well, A&M's not relevant, so unless you just be
Was Tannehill even a quarterback? And
was Tannehill
when he was at A&M?
SEC?
Well, didn't he play receiver?
Can we admit that he robbed the Dolphins of $100 million?
Wasn't A&M in the Big 12 then?
They were for a while.
But was Tannehill in the Big 12?
They switched over back.
Let's not do this. Dell.
Grim, you ever heard of the movie Animal House?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Oh God.
Dell, wrap us up on this one.
Well, I went to the ball.
Steve, can you explain the plot of Animal House?
Who did you pick, Dell?
Tennessee.
Hammer chose Tennessee.
Pretty simple
And that
plot,
takes
Kenny.
us to Minnesota against Green Bay. Green Bay 6.5-point favorites at home. We got 7 minutes to wrap this up. Green Bay 6.5-point favorites. Graham, who do you got?
I got the Packers.
He's got the Packers. Obvious choice for Kenny is Green Bay. I'm not asking him. And obvious choice for Steve is Green Bay. Not asking him. Davis, who do you have in this game?
Ghost.
Don't ask me
is
either.
Also taking Green Bay.
Davis is taking Green Bay. Anybody not taking Green Bay in this game?
Well, but we need to talk about elite Kirk Cousins for minutes.
I don't think we need to talk about elite Kirk Cousins. All right, that's a sweet pick. Green Bay pick for this game. Let's wrap
Side
this one
note,
up.
we're not allowed in Wisconsin.
The Chargers take on the Broncos. Denver hosting 3-point underdogs against Justin Herbert, Sergeant. Chargers. I am taking the Los Angeles Chargers to win this game outright by a lot. I think it's going to be probably 14 to 17-point win. So take the points with that. Dre, who do you have in this game?
I've taken the Chargers the past 3 weeks, and I think I've gotten all losses. So I'm going to switch it up, and I'm going to go with the Broncos just because they're at home.
Well, they won last week.
They won last
you
week.
Gotta win
They won
that
last week, so you're 1-2.
They beat
That
Minshew.
changes
Oh,
everything.
no. You picked Minshew. You picked
Yeah, I
Minshew.
picked Minshew.
That's why
Yeah.
you lost. So the Chargers
Yeah,
actually.
he always picks Minshew.
That's a little backwards there. I understand what you're saying though. Chris, fantasy implications.
None that I know of. I made a bunch of moves on my bench, but I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
Going with the Chargers. Just Brothers, wrap this one up for your picks of the week.
We're riding to Mile High, boys. Give us the Broncos.
They're going Denver for their pick. Steve.
I'm gonna take what was the other team that's not Denver?
Chargers.
LA. I'm gonna take the Chargers, and the Ghost is taking the Broncos.
God, this is like a CYA ghost. Just whatever you don't get right, the ghost.
Yeah,
does.
is this just an excuse for when you get yours wrong?
I'm not, dude. I swear to God, the Ghost is here. He wants me to give. Do you want me to fuck with the supernatural?
Nope, not going to. Davis.
Well, Denver is second in first down penalties, according to Ernest. So give me the
What are the
Chargers.
second down penalties? Can you look that up for me quick?
Kenny, give me your pick.
Let me think about it for a sec.
Dell. He's going with the Chargers. Dell. How about you, Jet?
Herbert's that dude. Chargers.
Andrew.
Herbert's a bad man. I love what I'm seeing out of him. For sure, the Chargers.
Do it for the Graham.
Yeah, Herbert is a bad man. So is Clemson's own Mike Williams. So going with the Chargers.
That one catch a week, really.
It is.
Kenny, you got 20 seconds. That's you, Kenny. Yeah. He's really taking the full 20 seconds here.
Omaha.
Like, I'm gonna ride this one out. And I said Denver earlier. You just didn't listen.
Denver got it.
This is
That
turned
is
into
our
like-
primetime
This
picks
is like our
and
version of the
rapid fire
presidential
picks.
debate.
We appreciate you getting us through round 3. Let's see. Who do I want to pick on this one? Just Paul, tell us who brought this segment to us.
My Best Cigar Life. Whenever you want to have a stogie, they got it for you. I got humidors, accessories, everything you need. Make sure you check out their website, mybestcigarlife.com. Use the code MyBestCigarLife, all caps, and you get $10 off your first order.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Now that wraps up our episode for tonight. And if you'll catch us tomorrow morning as it gets released, but let's tell everybody where they can find you except for Kenny. I'll be doing his sign off in just a moment, but for everybody else, go ahead and tell them where they can find you. Let's start with our guest podcast, the Intangible Podcast.
You can find the Intangibles podcast literally wherever you find podcasts. You can find me on Twitter at Graham Simpson _. We drop podcast episodes every Tuesday and Friday at noon. Talk about the NBA. You don't want to miss it. Mock draft coming out this Friday.
Awesome stuff. Thanks for joining us today. I know it was your ITL debut, but you're always welcome back as a sports scientist, buddy. You join the cast and have some fun on here. All right, Chris, tell everybody where they can find you.
You can find me on Twitter at Asian Tatum. I'm going to be on there pumping out BCMG and ITL content, so be sure to be on the lookout for that.
Chris, you speak on behalf of the Asian community. Anybody like the Philadelphia 76ers?
No, not one.
That's beautiful. All right. How about you, Jet?
You can find me and my partner at Frostbite Pod. Harrison Brooks and I do a sports podcast, all sports. And we're also on bluecollarmg.com/frostbite. That's where you can find our episodes. And yeah, like I said, life is pain, boys. Have a good one.
Jet, I was going to say, don't worry. It gets better, buddy. It gets better. Andrew.
Life is pain. I like that. You can find me on Facebook, part of the Blue Collar Squad, of course, the Boomtown Pod. We have a brand new podcast coming out tomorrow. I want to congratulate our winners that we had for the UFC 254 giveaway for the fight gloves, which was awesome. Thank you guys for that. And also, I want to give a quick shout out to our guy, Mark, who's behind the scenes. He just did the production for my video that's going to be dropping on YouTube and the Blue Collar Facebook page. Man, nailed it. You're so good at what you do. Thank you so much, man.
I think that mimics across everywhere. We tell Mark nonstop that guy is everything that is marketing and video for Blue Collar and for ITL and for all of our podcasts. Davis, how can people find you?
You can find me on social media at ddog_1123. This weekend on Saturday, check out the BCMG Facebook page, as there will be a new show coming out Saturday morning. CFB Break Room. Just like the break room for NFL, but we're going college edition. So check that out.
Because we
That's
made
great
the
stuff.
internet our bitch.
Yeet.
Congratulations, Davis, on getting your show, man. We'll all be tuning in and we'll all be a part of it. That's for sure. All right, Dre, how can people find you?
Before I mention that, I'm actually pretty curious if Steve managed to find a way to replicate me as in a ghost, because he actually picked everything opposite of him. So that's pretty similar.
I didn't just find this thing. He lives here. He's here all the time.
There's really nothing there. We know that. You're just smoking.
Dude, no, there's a ghost. There's a ghost.
Oh yeah, definitely a ghost there.
Sure.
That's a ghost.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Dell, how can the people find you, buddy?
Dude, I'm on Facebook under Del Powell or Nubs. I'm on Instagram under DV Nubs. On Instagram, DV Nubs. And or you can find me in the bowling alley. But but hey, when we're gonna do this, remember it's puff puff pass, Big Daddy, not puff puff keep.
Coming to a bowling alley near you.
Now that
get a
thank you,
hold
Dale,
of
for being a part of the Labsters, and you're definitely going to come back as a sports scientist. I already see Blue Collar loves you, so you're definitely going to be coming back. Kenny, you've won the bet, so just do your sign off.
Oh, thanks, man. You can find me on social media at shooters_pod. As I mentioned earlier, season 2 is going to be live on November 1st. So really looking forward to that. Week 1, we're going to be featuring some new segments and ideas, including our first debate, which features 2 of the gentlemen on the pod here today, that being Davis and Chris. You guys will have to stay tuned for what that topic is. And I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Victoria. I know we talked about her last week on the show. She just finished her final round of brain chemotherapy last week. So we're just waiting on her PET scan, but by the looks of things,
Hell yeah.
really up. So just wanted to give her a quick shout out. I know she really appreciated all of your messages last week. So thanks again, Ernest, for having me on the show.
That's fantastic news, buddy. I really appreciate you being on here, especially with everything that's going on. So thank you, Kenny, and hopefully you have another good week and stay champ, buddy. All right, Just Brothers, what about y'all? Where can we find you?
Yeah, this is Elwood. You can find me at Hearts on Hockey to start some shit, talk some shit. Twitter's lawless anyways. And go WVU.
I'm Steel Curtain PEH. You can find me on Twitter. Del, get a hold of us through that Facebook page. Just get through the Blue Collar page. You won the Madden as well? Yep. Okay. All right. Yeah. Get a hold of us through there, and then I'll give your address and we'll set it up. But remember, guys, all this month, all of November, anytime you click on an ad, click on our article, listen to any of these podcasts, view the site. We're going to donate a nickel. We'll have a GoFundMe link up attached to all these podcasts. We're matching it dollar for dollar. We're trying to give it away to a great charity, trying to take care of, the people that take care of us. We love all you guys. We definitely wouldn't be here without you guys. So thank you, and just keep an eye out for it.
Yeah, three things to end this show. Did I get everybody sign off? I think I did. So
no, you didn't get me.
Oh, Steve. Yeah, Steve. Go ahead, Steve.
You can find me at Rising_Steven on Twitter. And I just want to say this Friday and every Friday for this season of The Mandalorian, me and our video guy, Mark, will be doing reviews of The Mandalorian episodes on Fridays on his YouTube channel. That's
awesome. That's good stuff. If you haven't followed Mark on YouTube, he's the guy that has 1 million followers and has videos. He has a Spider-Verse video that Davis just watched that has how many, Davis? Over 3 million views. That is the kind of
like
stuff.
5 million.
5 million views.
Insane.
So that's the kind of stuff you want to go see. He predicted the Spider-Verse way before they started to combine all these Spider-Man actors. So just shout out to him. I don't know how else to put that. All right, 4 things actually. Number 1, go out and vote, people. This is the time, if you're an American, to go out and vote. Go express your rights. You should have registered already. Sorry if you didn't, but go vote. Make your vote count. Some votes come down to 1, some tie, and then they have to redo the vote. I mean, don't be one of those people. Go vote. Doesn't matter who it's for. Number 2, current polls state that in Vegas state that Biden is a front runner. So I'm going to go ahead and say we're not going to make any bets here, but any indication of that, take that for what it's worth. Number 3, it is my wife's birthday, so I promised we would sing happy birthday to her. So let's go ahead and all sing happy birthday. Everybody get off of mute. Let's do it like we did last year, guys. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you.
It's hard. In unison.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday,
Mrs. Y.
Happy
birthday to you.
Come on, guys. We got to get more in sync with this shit.
Yeah, you would think so.
But we're off to a good start.
I thought the Just Blues Brothers would be way
you should have let the
Up
Blues
there. Was it
Brothers
one of the
lead.
I should have.
You should have let the Blues Brothers lead.
Dang
Blues
it.
lead.
Hey, Mark, work your magic. Make us sound good.
That's it, Mark.
Yeah.
There's no helping
Make it
that.
sound good.
As
My
talented
last-
as Mark is,
my-
I don't know about that.
My last thing is everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy the games. Hook 'em horns. They'll win this weekend. And I know there's some haters on this show, but we appreciate you guys with all your support. Into the Lab and the Shooter Shoot Pod will be having draft night coverage of the NBA draft November 18th.
And one
lots of-
show is better than the other.
Lots
We
of
got the
great,
ITL one.
ITL,
Fun
baby.
cars.
lots
Join
of
the
great
fun
things.
cars.
Bro,
Support
Davis, that'd be
both
nice, bro.
shows. Go over to Shoot or Shoot. Go make an appearance. Come over to ITL, make an appearance. We have a lot of great things happening on both shows, but you'll get analysis from some of our great guys as we're split up between the Americans and everybody else. So go take a look at our shows, and we would definitely.
What?
I don't know how it happened. It's true.
What do you count me
Fans are
as?
token American.
When did I move to America?
I'm half Australian, so
Oh,
there you
it's
go.
just Andrew.
Oh, he's half Australian. This kid's
Yeah.
kinda
It's
cool.
just Andrew over there. Everybody else is Canadian or British and half
What up?
Australian.
Yeah.
Think about it. Look at your roster.
Yeah. It's
Just
the
glad to be
Americans
here.
versus everybody else.
I got slept
So-
till the 9th round, so,
So if,
you know,
if
no
you
big deal.
so basically if you don't tune into ITL, do you
You're un-American.
do you hate-
No,
do you
we're not
hate
saying that. We are not saying
Is that-
that. Go support both
You hate
shows.
apple pie and bald
What's
eagles.
wrong with
Just
you?
saying.
And the Blues
People,
Brothers.
children, and dogs.
Mark, cut
Everybody
this
go
out,
to
bro.
sleep or have a great morning. We'll see you guys.